Good morning, y'all. It is Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. This is DP with DJ. And I've had a couple of people ask me about the process that I use on kitting up and marking my containers, because I use an actual Sharpie and write on the plastic, but I want to show everybody real quick how easy it is to remove it, because it is very simple to remove. You just take any hand sanitizer, and it literally just a drop. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. I just put a little drop on it and have a Kleenex. Boom. It's gone. And I just gone. And it dries fairly quickly, so you could, in a few minutes, I mean less than 5 minutes, can redo them and use them again and write it, whatever you want on them. But the Sharpie lasts a lot longer. I don't use stickers, because when you try to remove the stickers, of course, you've got the adhesive left on them, and hand sanitizer will remove that as well. It just takes a little bit more effort, and I like simple ways. So, and there you go. And in a matter of a minute, I just removed everything off of 8 containers. So it's not very time consuming, simple, easy, quick. And most people already have hand sanitizer sitting around in the house anyway. So it's, and Kleenex. So it's a simple, easy trick. So I just thought I would show that to everyone, how simple that is to do. So today, I'm trying to get my brother to go to the senior center with me today, so that he can see what it's all about. This is a new experience for both of us, so I'm going to take my completed bookmarks up there with me and see if anybody would like to have one. So that'll be fun. And I'm going to see if I can talk to somebody in charge about possibly doing just a small class for diamond painting for seniors. And of course, it will be a no-charge thing. But I was thinking that bookmarks would be a very good project to start with, because a set of 8 bookmarks, I mean, they're relatively very inexpensive, but it'd be a good way to expose some of the seniors to a very affordable hobby, because you don't need to spend lots of money on this hobby. And of course, with each kit comes everything you need. So I was thinking about doing that. What are your thoughts on that, folks? I am not a person that likes to be center of attention, so this is kind of a dual purpose situation, kind of get me out of my comfort zone. because I tend to hibernate a lot, but that's due to many things that have happened in life. I've started getting a little recluse, but moving down here is helping me get back to being a sociable person. And of course, the YouTube diamond painting community is definitely helping with that. I've been on a few live panels, and that was really fun. So it's kind of helping me get back to being a sociable, what I call a sociable person. The situations that I've encountered really caused me to become very recluse for a while, and I don't want to get comfortable with that feeling. I mean, I'd rather engage with people, talk with people, and I don't think they should have been allowed to take that away from me. But I truly believe God led my brother and I here for many reasons. He's doing much better with his health and wanting to take care of himself and keeping busy, getting back into his woodworking habit, his e-waste habit, hobby. I shouldn't say habit, hobby. He likes doing e-waste. And if y'all don't know what that is, it's taking electronic waste and he tears it apart and separates all the silver, gold, copper out of electronics. And he's kind of sticking with electronics like phones, laptops, that sort of thing, because they're smaller. He can't do air conditioners and refrigerators because, number one, we don't have the space here for that. And he doesn't have the strength to be picking those kind of items up. So the smaller electronics is a good thing for him. And of course, his sister can definitely keep him busy with shredding detail whenever she gets the motivation to get back into opening up all the boxes and sorting through all that crazy paperwork I have. Wintertime, I tend to lose a lot of motivation, so... But I'm doing this in baby steps. I mean, every time I've ever moved before, it's rush, hurry, get everything done, because I always had a job I had to get up to and get back to. Well, that's not the case here, so I'm taking my time, and when I start getting overwhelmed with it, I stop, because I don't need my anxiety going through the roof. So it's a very slow process, but I'm okay with that. My brother's okay with that. And thank goodness he likes to do the shredding, because I would be much less motivated if I had to do both steps, sort through the paperwork and do the shredding. So it kind of works out for both of us, actually. So, and he just has so much fun shredding paper. It's kind of comical, actually. He's sitting out there. He does it outside. He won't do it in the house. He does it outside, but it gets him fresh air, and he enjoys it, and I do not, so works out. And anyway, today I am going to have lunch with my new friend Mel, and probably her husband. I'm trying to get my brother to go with me, so we'll see what happens. And I've got 6 more squares left to do on this project, and I'm not sure what my next project will be, because the Easter bookmarks that I just received, those are for Stars event in April, and March is Gnomes, and I've already got that one completed. I don't want to get too far ahead. And Dolphins DP and Crafts found me a Tweety bird. So, yay, I've got a Tweety bird coming. I think I've got an Eeyore. Oh, I missed a 5. Missed 2 5s. Boy, I'm doing good this morning. This probably won't be a very long video because I will have to start getting ready to meet my friend, and oh my goodness, I do this a lot. I'll miss one in a spot that I swore I looked. Anyway, I think we all do that. I know Tita does, because she's always talking about it. Diamonds by Tita. Okay, I'm getting frustrated with this. It's not wanting to pick up drills, so we'll get a little more wax in here and see what. Alright, much better. So, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Goodness. And where did I see that? We can't have that. Get back in there. Alright. So, I'm just starting to think, because I am getting about halfway done with this one. And usually when I'm about at this point, I start thinking about what my next project's going to be. And Granny's is in June. Summer Fun is in July. I have 2 of them already that I know of for Summer Fun. One for Granny's, several for Easter and the Gnomes, Eeyore, Looney Tunes. I really don't do portraits, so that one's got me a little stumped over what I might be doing. And, oh, I had when my original order for framing came in and everything was busted, and I had waited 3 weeks for that material to frame my commission piece, got a little upset over that, so I returned it, and with that money, I chose a couple of different framing styles to try. Well, one of them arrived, and for the life of me, I cannot get it to work right. And it's so frustrating, so that's getting returned, because I've tried 5 different times to make it to work, and it's not working, so I'm gonna have to wait for the original idea materials for my original idea to arrive, and that one I know how to make it work, so, but it's not coming till March 2nd, and kind of disappointing for me, because I really wanted to get this project completed and shipped. And that was the thing about this new style materials I got. It's the canvas kept sliding out of the roller, and I'm like, that's going to come apart in shipping for sure. If I can't get it to stay just sitting here on the kitchen table, it's definitely not going to stay in place through shipping. And I don't want her to open it up and then go, oh my goodness, what do I do with this? You know, because she doesn't know anything about diamond art or anything like that. So she would definitely be a bit, you know, confused as to what she is supposed to do with it. And I don't want to do that anyway. I want her to be able to open the package, look at it, and be able to just walk over, put a small finish nail in the wall, and be able to hang it up. You know, I don't want her to have to go through any efforts on her part. This is a gift. It's supposed to be enjoyable, not, oh my goodness, now what do I do with it? So that's what's going on there. So I'm just getting a little impatient because I've been waiting since mid-January to, you know, get this project going. And I should have planned a little better that when I even started working on the canvas, I should have ordered the framing materials way back then, but I didn't, so that's on me. But it'll get done, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. I'm really excited because it's a new process for me. I've never actually done it, but I've watched many videos, and it looks relatively, I'm not going to say easy, but it's a simple, more simple than the other one I got. But I mean, it's using dowel rods and twine. And, of course, my mom's welcome banner is put together almost the same way. So but hers has got the material actually sewn around the dowel rod. And, yeah, I don't think you can really do that with these canvases. But I watched a couple of videos, actually. And the first one I watched, she was doing it with a very, very huge canvas. And I'm like, wow, that's big. And so I measured, got all the information of what exactly I needed, what kind of dowel rod, you know, is appropriate for the canvas that I have. And that's what's coming on March 2nd. And of course I have the little glue gun, I have the glue sticks, I have everything ready. It is, sides are painted, you know, I mean, the edges are painted, the sides are cut off, it is sealed, it is 100% ready to be framed. And I'm just getting excited because I want to get it completed. I've got the twine. I've had twine forever. So I'm just excited to get it done. I want to see what it's going to look like hanging. I've got the letter that he wrote to her to put on the back. I mean, I've got everything ready. I just send me my framing materials, please. But all in God's timing, right? Because it'll get here when it's supposed to get here. I'm just excited. I usually don't stress over how long it takes something to get here, but this one I'm just excited. I'm not stressing over it. I'm just excited because I really, 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 really want to get it done. And that may be one of my go-tos when it comes to framing, because foam board framing is a little bit of a process. It takes time, a whole lot of precision, and a whole lot of patience. But it does turn out very nice. I like how it turns out, and it's very lightweight. But this one, the fact that as big as it is and it's being shipped, it would cost more in shipping doing it that way than the way I'm doing it. I mean, it would cost more in shipping than what I paid for all the materials. That's the bad part, because shipping is so crazy expensive. So a lot of thought went into how I wanted to frame this one, and a whole lot of that thought came from the cost of shipping, because I would have to have such a large box, and shipping is not only calculated by weight, it is also calculated by size. And of course, you have to put the packing material in there to protect it too, so it just gets bigger and bigger. The boxes just get bigger and bigger, because I don't want this one at all getting damaged, or even the possibility of it getting damaged in shipping. So took a lot of thought in the process, and that's probably why I didn't jump on ordering framing materials, because I'm not an impulse person. I will sit and think about how to do something and what the best way to do it is before I jump, because I'm very particular about how I spend what little budget I have to do this kind of stuff. So I put quite a bit of thought into a lot of it. Sometimes I will see something and just go, oh my goodness, I can't wait and take the chance that this is not going to be here. But the great thing is if I don't have the money, I don't do it. So I do know my limitations. But anyway, boy, I'm just rambling along, aren't I? Just yakety yak yak. Don't talk back. So, oh my goodness, let's just spill these all over before you even get going with them. Yay! Do it that way, it'll work better. So, it's going to be warmer here today. We're going to get to the 60s after being in the low 30s yesterday. How crazy is that? And they say it's going to be windy and all that, but I want sunshine. I'm ready for spring. So ready for spring. I don't have near as many headaches in spring, summer, and fall as I do in the winter time. And so far today, yes, I woke up with a headache, but it seems to be fading away. And if it wasn't going to fade away, it would be day 4 again of another head, not a migraine, just an annoying headache that has this little pounding behind my eye. But it's not messing with my vision, and migraines do. When I have migraines, I can't. I mean, really bad. I had a really bad migraine just last week. So, I mean, you all know I was out for 4 days. And because I can't move, I just can't do anything when they get like that. And it'd been quite a while since I'd had one that bad. So I was a little surprised. But, of course, I should be very grateful. Since we've moved here, I have had a lot less issues with all that. But in spring, I do need to find a local beekeeper, because I want some local honey. Because local honey will help with your allergies, because the bees are getting the pollen from the local flowers. So if you have those kind of allergies, you might try using local, unfiltered, unrefined honey. I think that's what they call it. I can't remember. It's been so long since I had to go through all that. But I know when I lived in Harrisonville, I used local honey, and man, it made such a huge difference. You use honey in your tea, your oatmeal, whatever you use honey in. And it did make a difference. I was skeptical. I'm like, I'm from Missouri, show me. And they did. They absolutely did. It was great. It really helped. So I want to do that here. But anyway, folks, I need to, excuse me, get on the move here. And I hope showing you the little hand sanitizer removing Sharpie off of a plastic, I hope that helps someone. And closing statement is be kind. Just be kind. You never know what a little bit of kindness will do for someone in their day. And if you want to see a change in the world, be the change you want to see. Lead by example. And give all the glory to God, because without Him, we're nothing. And do everything in His name. And with that, I want you all to have a blessed day. And y'all come back now, you hear?